You don't do ordinary. Your pet is your passion. There's nothing exotic about that. Just like you, Missouri nutritionists geek out over the extraordinary creatures that walk, crawl, fly, and swim the planet. We bring professional-grade, zoo-quality animal nutrition to you, so when it comes to mealtime, you do zoo. Zoo it to it. Learn more about Missouri foods for your extraordinary pet at Missouri.com.
Carbon emissions from power plants are endangering our health and climate. So it's time to implement critical rules to cut power plant pollution while we keep investing in cleaner energy. Tell the EPA to finalize new power plant pollution safeguards now. Paid for by NRDC.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm your girl, B Sparrow, Buzz Sweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I'm doing great. I cannot complain. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. This is the No Audience Podcast. This is the podcast where we bring you the latest buzz and trending topics from the world of social media to gardening even. We're here to keep you in the know. So whether you're a social media influencer, a business owner, a farmer, or just a regular old planter or a regular old internet user, we got you covered. Each episode we'll be dividing into the most talked about or diving into the most talked about tweets, memes, and viral videos. We'll be exploring the stories behind them, and we'll be talking about growing your own foods, being just a tad bit more self-sufficient. So join us as we explore the wild world and wonderful world of social media and gardening. Okay? Buzz Sweet Talk Radio. All right. And speaking of gardening, in my backyard lies a serene and magnificent garden. It's busting with an array of beautiful, lush greenery. My garden is a peaceful haven where I unwind and connect with nature. The sound of chirping birds and the rustling of leaves, and those are the only sounds that interrupt the tranquility and solace that my garden provides. From the colorful blooms of squash to the beautiful leaves of lettuce and kale and peppers and beans, cucumbers. My garden is it's so wonderful. It's wonderful and beautiful, and I'm so proud that I have nurtured it with care and love. It is my pride and joy. It's a place of relaxation and a source of inspiration. This morning, I got out and pruned the beans in my garden. Because, sometimes you have to cut off those big leaves so that the sun can reach the roots, and even smaller plants. Squash plants have big leaves. Bean plants, especially when they vining, have a lot of leaves. So I had to go out there, cut some of those leaves off. It's just like in real life. Sometimes you have to cut people out of your life because they be blocking your blessing. That's how you have to prune your plants sometimes. So now I have out there peppers, okra coming up, beets, kale mix, squash. I have two different types of squash growing, and we have already harvested squash twice. And of course, we have harvested kale mix, and I'm so thankful. I even cut off a few leaves of beets and chopped it up in my kale mix, and it was so good. I still have my lettuce. I only pulled one lettuce stalk up. I don't know, I just don't want to pull them up. The lettuce was my first harvest, and there are still a little bit more leaves hanging on there, but I tell you, the bugs, they really love the lettuce stalk. I have to spray it with pesticides, safe pesticide, of course, so the bugs will stop eating them up. The other day I saw a weird looking bee It looked like it was a cross between a wasp and a bee. It was beautiful, but I had never seen a bee like that before. But I didn't bother it because the flowers on my squash are open and they need to be pollinated. So I have some beautiful things coming up in the garden that I am so proud of. I also pruned the tomato plants. They all needed pruning because some parts of them were not getting any sunlight. So yeah, I had to do that. And I love how the yellow color from the flowers, how it stands out in the background. The greenery on the leaves just like in the background. That is so beautiful to me. It is so amazing. Yeah, like I said though, I had to go in and pull out a lot of weeds that were coming up that was around the roots of some of the bean plants and some of the cucumber plants and the squash plants. I had my dad had an old gate that he had when he first got his dog Blue, when Blue was a puppy. When Blue outgrew the gate, so he let me have the gate, and I put it doesn't quite fit all the way around my garden, but I had it close so that the beans and stuff in my garden can reach it and vine around it. But I realized they already have a fence that they can cling on to and vine. So I pulled the gate back some, and I set the plants that are in a bucket. I set them around the gates. Pulled them out some and set them around the gate. So that's what I did today. I pruned my plants so that more plants can come in. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I was able to do that. Then it started raining. The sun was out this morning, but then it started raining. And it was just a shower though. The sun is right back out now. But I'm still going to have to go out there and water my garden some more because it wasn't enough rain. It was just a shower. So I just wanted to give an update on my garden, on my beautiful, beautiful garden. Everything is coming up just fine. I love it. So if you're out there growing your stuff, growing your food on your own, let me know. Hit me up. Let's share ideas because that's what it's all about. Me and my neighbor, this young lady that I grew up with. Well, I actually grew up with her. Used to hang out with her sister. She's a little bit older than me, maybe 2-3 years older than me. Sharing ideas, sharing seeds. We went over there and helped her till her soil, and she got her garden up and going. So that's what it's all about. Neighbors reaching out and helping one another, right? So yeah, I just wanted to give an update. It's your girl, B. Sparrow, Buzz Sweet Talk Radio. Grow something, grow strong. This is the No Audience Podcast for the scattered till he gathered the sons and daughters of the diaspora. Okay? Okay.
You don't do ordinary. Your pet is your passion. There's nothing exotic about that. Just like you, Missouri nutritionists geek out over the extraordinary creatures that walk, crawl, fly, and swim the planet. We bring professional-grade, zoo-quality animal nutrition to you, so when it comes to mealtime, you do zoo. Zoo it to it. Learn more about Missouri foods for your extraordinary pet at Missouri.com.
It's time to recognize you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day? And that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you. Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.